Flimsy Greenberg with 199 says woman beater morning show. All right. Based Pill with $2 says I can't breathe. Adam Simon with $2. I can't breathe. April says don't hurt me handsome with $2. Based Pill with $2 says thank God April is in a safer place now. Yeah. Shit Show with 199. You will be spit roasted in jail. I guess I'm going to jail now. Funeral Director with $2 says gone for a week. Are we still talking about Nick? No. As a matter of fact, you know what's funny about that? Is that Friday after the show, I was like, I'm done talking about this Cicada shit. The audience is tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about it. When the body cam shit comes out, I guess we'll talk about it then. But otherwise, I'm done. Then this thing leaks out, and I'm like, what a bunch of bullshit. And I guess I drove people nuts because I was like, I'm not going to talk about this till my show Monday. People can run with this. They can have their fun with it, whatever. But, like, the first thing I thought was headbutt. Really? The funniest part is April never even said headbutt. That was a third-party interjection in a document that was meant to stop April and I from talking. Like I said, if people hate you, they'll run with anything. NJ Ranger with 199 says, I believe you, Aaron. I think those Antifas did it. No. Look. It was a nasty fight. Funeral Director with $2 says, have you ever held her by her clothes in an argument? Held her by her clothes. No, I don't know what that means. Flimsy Greenberg, we read all the texts. You are slime. Yeah, look, there's a lot I can't say about all that. But, yeah, okay, I'm slime. Based Pill with $2 says, did you guys make that Rob Zombie concert then? No, we didn't. We never did. We were really sad about that because we were excited. 199 with Lance says, crawl back to that hole in Litchfield. Yeah, didn't say that. I did say go back to Litchfield. We were having a terrible fight. She was going like, oh, you even want me here? I don't even want blah, blah, blah. Like, you have the nastiest fight. You say the horrible shit. And then I said, well, then go back to Litchfield. Yeah, it was an awful fight. Nick and Trump both humbly served unjust sentences, to be honest, says Funeral Director. Beef Durkee says, Team Aaron all the way. April had it coming. Like I said, we both talked about it on the show. I'm sorry, it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. $2 from Comedy Shaman. April had it coming. Mac with 499 says, we love you, Toe. Thank you, buddy. $2 from Denny says, can you smell it already? It's the seat next to SJ. I don't know what that means. But thank you, Denny. All right, let's add her up. It's been addressed. It's been discussed. And off we go with another show. Jay Warren with $5 says people need to stop trying to ruin the Menards, Dad. Hey, you know what? You become a target. It happens. Packerbacker with $5 says, dude, I've wanted to headbutt my wife into orbit. Trust me, been there, bitches be tripping. Yeah, I didn't even, that's the funniest thing. I didn't feel the need to headbutt anyone. There were kids around. We're this close to each other's faces. You make me so crazy. That's not blah, blah, blah. And we were nose to nose fighting. Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, again, I'll tell you this. If you hate me and you've always hated me and you've always hated my show, this is Christmas for you. I get it. This is Christmas for you. But if you're being honest, a fight from 2.5 years ago when clearly April and I were fine after that, I mean, kind of hard to hide that. You're on every day together. I mean, just the ridiculousness of the idea that would happen is just silly. And like I was talking with Keanu yesterday, she's like, no. She's like, this was never even hinted at. This was never even discussed, talked about. There's other things that were talked about that, again, I can't talk about because I'll get in trouble. That's the worst part about this, is trying to thread the needle. Because I mean, I would like to say what's going on here. But I can't. I'm not allowed to say what's going on here. I wish April could come on and talk and say what's going on here. April can't. April would get in trouble. Dirty Deeds with $2 says, Adam, call this episode Headbutt Bongo Fiesta. $4.99 from Maudiff says, I understand sometimes it needs a correction. No, Maudiff. And I know the way you correct people. That is not okay. Based Pill with $2. Let's go. Just updating that. There we go. Have you ever shaken a woman before April? No. Do you know how horrifying that would be? I go 6'4", 215, 220. Do you know what kind of harm I could do to someone? Never. Hitting a woman, shaking a woman, anything like that. No. Not at all. Even the he squeezed me thing. The kids came upstairs. We were fighting. I hugged her and went, we can't do this in front of the kids. Don't do this right now. I hugged someone who didn't want to be hugged. That was not received well. You ever do something that you think's going to calm, it's like telling a woman to calm down. That's not, guys, don't do that. It's not going to work. Sam Young with $5 says, Aaron, your face goes red when you're lying. One's in the chat if Aaron is a wifey beater. Of course. Zebra Man says, as per April's text to your... What evil things did you say? Oh, we were throwing them all. We were throwing them all at each other. In terms of evil things, it was just it was just a lot of and just nasty shit. And we were, when you're in those real bad fights and you're just trying to score points, it was that kind of thing. April would be like, maybe I don't even need to be here. And then I'm fine. Go back to Litchfield. It was just a really bad fight. And again, I'm sure you've all had fights like that. They just don't get made public on the internet, which, again, aces. Great. So, yes, that's all done now. Packer Backer says, worst part about the internet is people can make accusations with no recourse, and to defend yourself, you have to be careful to not offend other parties. Well, I legally can't fully defend. And, defending myself, I want to defend April from some of the stuff that's in here, too. I can't. There's things about April in here that I don't agree with. And I know that April was put through it in many ways, and it wasn't fair. But I can't go into detail on that. When we got served with this and April saw that text in there, she even says, oh my God, I should have never said anything. I was venting. It was a terrible fight, blah, blah, blah. And, I had to go, it's okay. It's all right. It's not a big deal. It was a long time ago, blah, blah, blah. And then we addressed it as best we could on the air. But we couldn't really address it that much on the air. April and I have tried to address this in the past. And it doesn't go well. It's difficult to be able to address these. Sam Show says, just family court 101. Everyone gets nasty and stupid. There's a lot I could say in response to that. I'll just say, I hope you guys never have a fight. I hope you guys never have a conflict between your partner and another party involved. It can get very, very bad. W-Man with $2 says, cookout tonight at 7. See you there. Oh, sounds like fun. Yeah, honkies. You know what? This is in the document. I can address this. The court found that the restraining order had no meat, but Aaron allowed it to be issued anyway. It ended up being a don't disparage third party order. Right, and that's basically what it is. I can't disparage the third party. That's essentially what I can't disparage the third party. Our relationship is a lot better now. Obviously, April and I are the ones who are under this. So there's a lot there we don't find fair. But that's the nature of the beast. I mean, these things can get, I mean, it does say in the document that the court does not find any sort of harassment. The court didn't find that we'd done anything that rose to that level. But fighting them, going to court, continuing to go to court, it just gets so expensive and time consuming. And then it caused a lot of stress and strain in April and I's life and April and I's relationship. This thing that got released, and we were just like, finally, we were just like, enough. And then by the time it was enough, her and I were getting a divorce. So it's just really, really unfortunate. Oh, man. So there we are. Brian with 199 says, relax, bro. We know those noodle arms ain't doing nothing. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. All right. Ready? So what of the order violation court? Oh, yeah, that one. So then April and I talked about something in March on the show. And then Matt and I talked about something in April on the show. And now there was a court date for August. The mother of my children and I are working on getting that removed. We'll get that taken care of. Like I said, things between her and I are great now. That's a positive. You want that. You want there to be a positive relationship. Like I said, I was in deep talks yesterday to be able to defend myself without defaming anyone. And I believe that I've thread that needle, so to speak. I feel like in this whole thing, everyone feels they were treated unfairly. Uncle Lucky with 199 says, Slam Piece, guilty? What? Slam Piece is guilty? Of what? Hulkamasha Baby with 199 says, your code isn't hard to crack. Da Vinci, we've heard. What? I love you, Hulkamasha Baby, but I don't know what that means. No, Packer Backer, I agree. I agree with you, Packer Backer, but on we go. Onward and upward we go from here.